Hey everybody, it's Jasmine. So I have a really exciting video today. I tried out all of the Wet n Wild mascaras, and it took me about a month to do because I was testing it out, writing everything down, and just really going to town with it. So I have, let's see, 3, 6, 9 mascaras. I don't know if they have any more, but I picked up 9. I went to CVS and Walmart, and I just really tried to find everything, so hopefully I did good. And I'm just gonna start off with the Mega Protein mascara, which looks like this. It's in a green tube, and what I'm going to show you guys are the claims of the mascara, how I felt when it first applied, and how it lasted after 8 hours. So the claims for the Mega Protein mascara is that it helps make your lashes look fuller and thicker. And it's enriched with soy and wheat proteins and acai oil and deep ethanol to help protect and strengthen your hair. So at first glance, I noticed that there was no noticeable thickness or length added. And after 8 hours, I felt like I wasn't even wearing mascara. There was no transfer or flakes. And so I was just thinking, you know, maybe as a starter, since it is a Mega Protein, that it would be a good base for my other mascaras. Okay, so the next one that I have is in the purple container, and it's the Mega Length mascara. This one claims that after one sweep you have 80% longer looking lashes, and that is a pretty big claim. 80%, I don't know how long 80% is, but it sounds like it would be really full. But just like the first mascara, there was no noticeable difference with my eyelashes, and I was thinking, you know what, this isn't going off on a great start. And so after 8 hours, there was actually a slight smudging on my lower lash line, but there was just nothing for me to really like about this. It was just like a meh, like Mega Length. I didn't really see it. By this point, I was thinking, okay, maybe third time's a charm. Maybe this one's gonna be really great. So I picked up the Mega Plump Waterproof Mascara. It's in the hot pink tube. And this one claims that it gives you 3 times more volume for plush and dramatic lashes. And at first, since I do curl the right side of my eye and leave the left side how it is, I noticed that my curled lashes were very noticeable, and I was very pleased. But my lashes were by no means dramatic. They were plush, but not dramatic. And I found that the waterproof version, or just any waterproof version mascara in general, just keeps your eyelashes in place. So after 8 hours, I noticed that my lashes were still up, but not as high as the starting point. There was a slight smudging on my lower lash line, and so far I felt like I was gonna use this one a lot. Since that waterproof mascara was such a huge hit for me, I decided to go for the Max Volume Plus, which is also waterproof. It kind of looks like this. It kind of has like a little bit of a amplified volume detail on it. And the claims is that it's 100% waterproof, and it gives you 10 times more volume. I personally like this one a little bit more than the previous one, and I wrote, so far, my favorite. It reminded me how the Rocket Mascara from Maybelline worked, but it just didn't weigh down my lashes, because I really like the Rocket Mascara. It's just that after about like an hour, my lashes fell and I had severe smudging, so this one was like my expectation of that mascara. After 8 hours, it stayed the exact same. My lashes fell a little bit from the curl, but that's about it. There was nothing for me to complain about, and I was super pleased. The next mascara that I have is the MAC Fanatic Cat Eye mascara. I recently saw Wet n Wild on their Instagram page post all about this. This is a pretty new mascara, and I saw ads for it and everything, and I was super excited to try it. So on the packaging, it says it gives 8 times more volume, 8 times more curl, 35% longer lashes. And I was super excited to try it because I was just like, wow, that's a lot. So right away, I noticed that I love my uncurled lashes way better because it was easier to build and there was more drama. The wand reminded me a lot of the Clinique High Definition Lashes Mascara because one side is a little bit more curved in and the other side is a little bit more curved outwards. And then after 8 hours, I love the uncurled side way better because my curled side fully fell to the length of my uncurled lash. So either way, my uncurled lash just wins in this round. But I really love the longevity and how black the mascara is. The reason why I wanted to try out these Wet n Wild mascaras is because the original packaged ones that are just one color like this, they have really weird benefits, you know, like 8 times more impact for this one, like I said, 80 times longer lashes, and I was just really intrigued. I was like, I wonder how that looks. So this one is the Mega Impact Mascara, and the claim says that it gives extreme length and volume. It enhances your natural lashes to 8 times. It also contains a silicone complex that provides elasticity and flexibility. So I was like, all right, let's go for it. So at first I really liked this because out of the plain colored mascaras, this one actually made an impact, hence the name Mega Impact, and actually lifted my lashes. After 8 hours, the curled side fell completely, but my uncurled side stayed exactly the same. It was very thick, and I was very pleased because out of all of the out of all the plain colored ones that I mentioned, this one just stayed true to the name. So if you're like me and you're Asian, you're not really blessed with the best lashes. And I thought that, you know, I need some good volume or some good length in my life. So I tried out the Mega Volume Mascara, and the claims is that it's buildable to enhance thickness, is clump free and natural looking volume. And at first, you know, that kind of sounds like the CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara or the Supersizer mascara. You know how it's clump free, has a lot of thickness, and I was like, all right, so we're gonna try that. And you know, I used 2 layers because one coat just did not do anything. It really was like the first 2 mascaras, like no payoff, nothing whatsoever. And so I was like, all right, we're gonna have to do a second layer. And it's definitely clump free. I did not see any like clumping or spider lashes at all. And it just didn't look like there was anything on my lashes. Seriously, after 2 coats, and immediately my curled lashes fell. So that was just a bad indicator about this mascara. And after 8 hours, it didn't look like I had anything on. And I was actually with Michaela that day, and she was like, oh, are you even wearing mascara? So while I was with Michaela, this is the mascara that I picked up from Walmart. This is the Turn Up the Volume Full Blast Mascara. I think personally this is the prettiest out of all the packaging. It's gold. I love gold. And the claims say that it has outrageously volumizing formula. It's ultra thick, has extreme fullness, and is buildable. So I did do 2 coats to test how buildable it was, and it built up beautifully. It's probably one of my favorite brushes because it's very full. There's a lot of product on the brushes, and my lashes instantly just looked fuller, which is what I was looking for. And after 5 hours, I actually did a check-in because I was like, oh, I wonder how my lashes are doing. You know, this is such a great mascara. Sadly, I had not seen a mirror until that moment, and it smudged so much, and luckily it was easy to rub off, so that's what I did, and then I carried on with my day. And up until 8 hours, I saw more smudging, and I was like, all right. And then I looked at the back of the packaging to see why, like maybe there's a reason, and it's infused with a lot of oils. And lastly, I got this mascara. This is the Mega Wear Mascara. It's in a pretty teal blue container, and the claims say that it's all day wear, it enhances your fullness, and it has soy protein to leave looking and feeling of healthy lashes. Right off the bat, the claims sounded very much like the first mascara that I tried, the Mega Protein Mascara, and I was like, oh my god, this is not gonna be great. And so right when I tried it, it reminded me of a lot, like the application, everything. It reminded me a lot like the first mascara. However, I did notice that it was a lot more pigmented. I found that there was a lot more black going onto my eyelashes, and it was pretty okay. I just don't like the fact that the bristles were not fully coated with product. So after 8 hours, I did notice there was some smudging on my lower lash line, and again, I felt like I wasn't even wearing any mascara. Alright you guys, so before I close this video, I know it's already super long, but I wanted to show you guys what I didn't really like, what I thought was kind of like an honorable mention, and what I thought were super great. So the products that I didn't like were actually, you guessed it, the first mascara, which is the Mega Protein, the second mascara, which is the Mega Length, and then finally the Mega Volume. I just found that these were the exact same, no payoff, and I just didn't feel like I was wearing anything by the end of the day, which is super sad. But good thing was they were only like $2. Alright, so here are my honorable mentions. This one, which is the Mega Wear, which is the last one that I tried, and I just felt like this was just a step higher than the last three because this one actually had pigment. The next one that I have is the Turn Up the Volume, the one in the pretty packaging, because I would rate this like 10 out of 10 if it did not smudge, but sadly it did. And then the next one that I have is the Mega Plump Waterproof. I found that this one worked great. The fact that it was waterproof helped this one get into the honorable mention stage. So this one is actually really good. And now finally the ones that I would totally recommend to you guys. I think these are amazing. I'll save the best one for last. So the one that I really liked was the Mega Impact because it made an impact on my lashes. And the next one that I have is the Max Volume Plus, which is the waterproof one. And I don't know, I think the waterproof versions are really good. And then finally, the best one that I have is the Max Fnatic Mascara. This is definitely the best out of the bunch. Honestly, I am so glad I tried this because the ads were kind of like, okay, Wet n Wild. And then I tried this and I was like, okay, Wet n Wild, all right. And definitely 8 times the volume, 8 times the curl, 35% longer lashes. It stays, awesome stuff, and I wouldn't recommend this enough. Alright you guys, so that wraps up this video. I hope it was super easy, speedy, to the point, and it took me a month to film and you know, get everything, all my data and all that stuff just for this video, and I'm so glad that the testing days are over. But I hope you guys really enjoy this video. If you have any more suggestions on what things specifically that I should try, like all mascaras from another brand or something like that, or maybe palettes from a certain brand, then I will be willing to do it as long as, you know, it's drugstore, because I can afford that. Yeah, so as always, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.